Good morning and welcome back to This Old Boat. I'm Captain Steve, and as always you can reach us at captain.andiamo@gmail.com for any comments and suggestions. Asking for your support as well. If you have sponsoring opportunities, we would love to hear from you. And so without further ado, let's get on with some activities today. Alright, this morning we're going to be opening up the through valves for our water system, and we're down here in the engine compartment today, and we're going to be doing some just general maintenance and showing you how to do that. Alright, here's what we're going to be cleaning out today. These are our water intakes. This one right here is for our air conditioning system, which in the summertime here in Florida we run quite a bit, and it sucks in a lot of material. So we want to clean this almost every single week during the summertime. This is our engine intake. It's usually fairly clean, but we're going to open it up when we open this one up as well. Now the first step that we have to do is go ahead and close off the through valves to shut down the water coming into the boat. And then we will go ahead and use our special tool. And there goes our bilge. That's a good sound. That's a sound of not sinking. And here's our special tool. Now, here's a little prize for you. If you know the name of this tool, email me for a special prize. Probably one of these little tools right here from our good friends at West Marine. So if you know the name of this tool, email me. But this is what we're going to be using. Better than a hammer, we can go ahead and put this tool in these little holes here and then turn these caps. Remember, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, and they get these off. So I'm going to go ahead and remove those, and I'll show you what's inside. Now, if the through valve was not shut off, what you would see is water's coming out of here a lot. So that's why we want to shut those off. Inside here is a screen, and you can see all the nastiness that gets on that screen. And again, I clean this every single week, so that's just from a week of being in the water and sucking in water for the air conditioning system. Sometimes you'll see all kinds of growth on the end of your system, everything from bits of stuff to little crabs. So you want to pull this out. Again, I wash it off in the sink, and I'll show you how to reinstall. Okay, here's what the screen looks like after we've cleaned it off. I mean, it's not perfect. You do want to check it to make sure there's no breakages in this. Again, make sure that everything is cleaned out. Again, down in here you can see we've had all kinds of things. We had little oysters and all kinds of barnacles and stuff like that being sucked into the intake. So after you've cleaned it, now we're ready to go ahead and install. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the through valve just for a second, just to kind of clean this out and let this bubble through, and make sure there's no deposits in here. Check to make sure that there's nothing blocking valves, that there's no other material that might be stuck in there that could get into our system. And then we're ready to go ahead and put our screen back in. Again, it just slides down in here, a little handle sticking up. And before we go ahead and reassemble, again, I like to use petroleum jelly. And what we will be doing with the petroleum jelly is putting a seal around the edge of this. Again, there's a gasket here on the edge, and this can, if it's not maintained quite a bit, can get kind of sticky. So we want to make sure we put a little petroleum jelly around there just to make it easy to get on and off and seal up that gasket and keep it nice and fresh. So we'll be doing that next. Okay, now that we have the petroleum jelly around the edge of that, and we've kind of given some to our gasket there, we're ready to go ahead and put this back on. Again, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. It's just going to screw back onto the system, and then we will tighten it down with our special tool, which you're going to find out the name of and email me at capandiamo@gmail.com and get it figured out. Now the next thing we're going to be doing is opening up this valve as well and get it cleaned out just to check it. The engine's not been run, so it's not been sucking some water, so It should be okay, but good time to check it while we're down here. Okay, and that's basic maintenance on our intake systems for the water. Again, go ahead and email me your suggestions for what the name of that tool is, and you can earn yourself a special one from our friends at West Marine. So again, make sure you close off the through valves before you start this process. They're right down in here, usually pretty close to the system, and then when you're done, make sure you turn them back on straight up so that all the water will flow correctly back into the system. Here's another little thing too. If your hatch does not have a handle on it or some way to do it, here's a dandy little idea. Some come this way, but all this is a bolt that has been through it, and it lays on the floor like this. But when you are ready to get into it, you just pull this up and you've got a handle to pull up your hatch. So great little idea that our previous owner had done for us in getting that together. Anyway, I hope this helped. Have a great day.